知啦，唔好殺晒我哋啊！快啲啊！
有冇人來啊？
睇見啦，去邊度啊？
去揾佢啊！Sir, this is her.
The girl who tells fortunes.
They're doing a magic spell to make her win a race.
The horse's name's Monaghan Boy. Kempton, 3 o'clock, Monday. You ladies have a bet yourselves, but don't tell anyone else.
Abraham made his home in a cave, but it was good because God resided there with him. You see, children, God does not care if you live in a slum or in a mansion.
Where secrets lie in the butterflies and the humming winds and
Morning, Mr. Shelby.
deep in the hole, hear you shrinking soul, but there won't be a single thing that you do. He's a god, he's a man, he's a guru. You're one microscopic cog in his catastrophic plan, designed and directed by his red right hand.
Come on, lad.
Morning, Mr. Shelby.
Come on, hurry up.
Finn?
Arthur's mad as hell.
What does a 10-year-old know about hell, eh?
I'm 11 Sunday.
Nipper, tell me.
It's your best in now for the 2:30 at Kempton. What we got on Percy Piper? 5 again, running this off, mate. Down to 4. Okay, Morgan boy. You want to push that now, mate? Turn towards the hill. Two to one, get your bets in now. What'd you say? Have you got Sovereign? He's an old favourite. 4 to 1. In now.
Tommy! Tommy! Tommy, look at the book. Yeah, what do you want, mate? Just look.
Tommy!
All on Monaghan, boy.
Good work, John.
Tommy!
Get in here. Now.
That'll be 6 pennies, Nipper. That's 10 bob you'll see for that.
Now, you were seen doing the powder trick down at Garrison Courts.
Times are hard. People need a reason to lay a bet.
There was a Chinese.
The washerwomen say she's a witch. It helps them believe.
We don't mess with Chinese.
Look at the book.
Chinese have cutters of their own.
We agreed, Arthur. I'm taking charge of drumming up new money.
What if Monaghan Boy wins, Tommy? You fixing races now. Do you have permission from Billy Kimber to be fixing races? And what's got into you? You think we can take on the Chinese and Billy Kimber? Billy's got a bloody army!
I think, Arthur. That's what I do. I think. So that you don't have to.
There's news from Belfast.
Down from Trumside Heights. Down to National.
I'm calling a family council tonight at 8 o'clock. I want all of us there. You hear me? There's trouble coming.
Shut up now. Shut up. Comrades, we're here today to take a vote on strike action. Yes! But before we have a show of hands for that, let's have a show of hands from all those who fought in France, all those who stood side by side with your comrades and watched your comrades fall. Raise your hands. The blood shed on Flanders fields, the sweat of your brows. Who reaps the rewards? Is it you?
No.
Is it your wives? No. Well, who then? Do they stand among us? No. Or do they sit at home, comfortable, with a full belly, while you scrape to find enough to put shoes on your children's feet? And what is the reward they offer you for your sacrifices made? A fucking cut in your wages. That is your reward. Raise a hand, all those who want to strike.
On the house, Mr. Shelby?
Take a mild.
Right.
Cheers, Thomas. Good health to you. Crown of a prince. Soon to be king, I'd bet.
You don't bet.
No. These past few days I've been speculating.
About what?
One of my union comrades has a sister, works in a telegraph office at the BSA factory. She says over the past week they've had messages coming up from London to the brass, from Winston Churchill himself. Something about a robbery. A robbery of national significance, it said. She found a list of names left on the telegraph machine. And on that list was your name and my name together. What kind of a list would have the name of a communist and the name of a bookmaker side by side?
Perhaps it's a list of men who give false hope to the poor. The only difference between you and me, Freddie, is that sometimes my horses stand a chance of winning.
You know, there are days when I hear about the cuttings and beatings that I really wish I'd let you take that bullet in France.
Believe me, there are nights I wish you had.
On three! 1, 2, 3, down! Breathe, Danny! Breathe!
Danny, you're home. We're all home in England. You're not in France. You're not an artillery shell, Danny. You're a man.
Hey! You're not a whiz-bang. You're a human being, Danny. You're all right. You're all right. You're all right. Up. Up. It's all right. It's all right. Oh, hell. Did I do it again?
You did it again, Danny. You gotta stop doing this, man. It's all right.
Oh, God, Mr. Shelby, I'm sorry.
It's all right. You go home to your wife now, Danny. Try and get all that smoke and mud out of your head, eh?
Yes, Mr. Shelby. I'm sorry.
Go on.
Mr. Shelby, you have to do something about it.
Damn right, Harry. You pay the Peaky Blinders a lot of money for protection. You're the law around here now, Tommy, aren't you? Maybe you should put a bullet in Danny Whiz-Bang's head like they do with mad horses. Maybe you'll have to put a bullet in my head someday, too.
Bring the bill to the Peaky Blinders. We'll take care of it.
Look at the gun. Recognize it? Get up off your ass, you mum-pink pig.
Oh, Paul! What the fuck did you do that for?
Finn was playing with this afternoon by the cut. It was loaded. Nearly blew Ada's tits off.
It must have fell out my pocket.
He said he found it on the sideboard of the betting shop, with bullets in it.
I must have been drunk.
When are you not drunk?
Look, Paul, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We'll keep this between ourselves if you swear not to leave guns lying around. Look, now having 4 kids without a woman is hard. But my boot's harder. Now come on, we're late.
Right. I've called this family meeting because I've got some very important news.
Scudboat and Lovelock got back from Belfast last night. They were buying a stallion to cover their mares. They were in a pub on the Shankill Road yesterday, and in that pub there was a copper handing out these.
If you're over 5 feet and can fight, come to Birmingham.
They're recruiting Protestant Irishmen to come over here as special.
To do what?
To clean up the city, Ada. He's the chief inspector. The last 4 years, he's been clearing the IRA out of Belfast.
How do you know so bloody much?
Because I asked the coppers on our payroll.
And why didn't you tell me?
I'm telling you.
So why are they sending him to Birmingham?
Well, there's been all these bloody strikes at the BSA and the Austin Works lately. Now the papers are talking about sedition and revolution. I reckon it's communists he's after.
So this copper's going to leave us alone, right?
There are Irishmen in Green Lanes who left Belfast to get away from him. They say Catholic men who crossed them used to disappear in the night.
Yeah, but we ain't IRA. We bloody fought for the king. Anyway, we're Peaky Blinders. We're not scared of coppers.
He's right.
If they come for us, we'll cut them a smile each.
So, Arthur, is that it?
What do you think, Aunt Pal?
This family does everything open. You have nothing more to say to this meeting, Thomas?
No. Nothing that's women's business.
This whole bloody enterprise was women's business while you boys were away at war. What's changed?
We came back.
And the Lord will smite the unholy when the great judgment comes. And judgment is coming, my friends. Judgment is coming to this wicked city. And your wickedness and your fornication will be revealed. You cannot hide from the Creator. You cannot hide from the Almighty Himself. The Creator sees all. You cannot hide from the true and living God. That's it, I don't go any further.
I have 10 minutes. What do you want?
An explanation. Always been able to tell when you're hiding something. People around here talk. Some of them work at the BSA. I've been talking to the wives of factory hands. Detectives have been asking questions in the proofing shops. Nothing happens in that factory without you knowing about it. Speak. God and Aunt Polly are listening.
It was meant to be routine. I had a buyer in London for some motorcycles. I asked my men to steal me 4 bikes with petrol engines. I'm guessing my men were drunk. There's a still inside the factory makes tramline gin. They picked up the wrong fucking crate. The boys dropped it to Charlie Strong's yard as agreed. They Must have taken it from the proofing bay instead of the export bay.
Holy sweet baby of Mary.
Inside, we found 25 Lewis machine guns, 10,000 rounds of ammunition, 50 semi-automatic rifles, 200 pistols with shells.
Jesus, Tommy.
All bound for Libya. Sitting right there in Charlie Strong's yard.
Tell me who threw them in the cut.
We put them in the stables out of the rain. The guns hadn't been greased yet.
So that's why they sent a copper from Belfast.
Maybe, maybe not.
Thomas, you're a bookmaker, a robber, a fighting man. You're not a fool. You sell those guns to anyone who has use to them, you will hang. Dump them somewhere the police can find them. Maybe if they know they haven't fallen into the wrong hands, this might blow over. Tell Charlie to dump them tonight.
No. He won't move contraband under a full moon. 3 days until it wanes.
Then you'll do the right thing. You have your mother's common sense, but your father's devilment. See them fighting. Let your mother win.
I got tickets for the Penny Crush. They're showing a Tom Mix picture.
I'm not in the mood for the pictures tonight, Ada.
Well, I'm not doing it here again. I got covered in mud last time.
Let's just walk a bit.
If we go down as far as Greet, we could go to a pub.
Your brothers have friends in Greek. They have friends everywhere. We'd have to walk to London.
I'm with you, because you're the only man around here not scared of them.
Oh, I'm scared of them, all right.
But you love me more than you fear them, right?
I don't want to be always sneaking about.
Soon, we'll tell them.
When?
How did the family meeting go?
Usual. There's a new copper coming.
I heard.
And Tommy says he's after the likes of you. So maybe you should burn your books and stop making speeches.
Oh, my Ada. The only princess of the royal family of the kingdom of Small Heath. I'm just a poor communist frog with a big mouth. Give me a kiss, Princess Ada.
I'm here about the job as a barmaid.
Are you mad?
Am I what?
Do you know about this place?
I saw it in an advertisement.
Job's been filled.
It was in yesterday's paper.
Believe me, love. I'm doing you a favour.
I'm not asking for favors, I'm asking for employment.
You're too nice.
How would you know?
And too pretty. They'd have you up against a wall.
I have experience. And references.
Part of Ireland are you from?
Galway.
Huh?
I worked in Dublin.
My mother was from Galway. You too pretty.
Watch. And listen. I wish I was in Kerry, only for a night in Ballygrand. I would swim over the deepest ocean, my love to find. My boyhood friends and my own relations have all passed on now, like the melting snow. In Ireland, my singing made them cry and stop them fighting.
Well, I hope you know a lot of songs.
Blackpool.
Babies, discarded with the fish bones and eggshells. Girls, 11 years old, pierced and punctured by old men with threepence of time, rotted upon like animals. Degradation, fathers with their daughters, brothers and sisters sharing beds. Beggars and thieves left to run on the streets. And astride the whole stinking pile of wounds and rotten flesh. Your masters, the men who you touch your cap to. The Peaky blinders. The vicious, merciless gangs who blind those at sea and cut out the tongues of those who talk. You are worse than them. Those of you who have taken their bribes these years since the war, those of you who look the other way, you are worse than them. God damn you for soiling your uniforms. And then there are the IRA Fenians and the communists, blacker hearts still. They feed on the pus of all this corruption, like maggots in a corpse. And like maggots, if left to swell, they will eventually swarm like flies and spread their rotten philosophy across the country and across the world. Those, then, are our enemies. A three-headed beast. It is my job to decapitate each one, and by God, I will do it. I don't trust any of yous until you earn my trust. And that takes some earning. These are the new men who will bolster your ranks. Good men from God-fearing families. By the time the sun sets, they will be sworn in and in uniform, and by sunrise tomorrow, they will be on the streets. God help those who stand in our way.
Shelby.
Right.
Mr. Shelby.
This way. You see, ladies, when you're out with a blinder, you don't have to kill. Right. I want a blowjob off both of you before they let the ordinary people in. Where you go? Take your hat. What the fuck? Who the fuck are you? I'm Arthur fucking Shelby.
Arthur Shelby, lead pack dog of the Peaky Blinders. Look at me.
Bastard!
Your uniform? Terrifying, I'm sure. Do you have a gun?
No gun. Knife in his sock, cosh in his belt.
Now, Mr. Shelby, I want you to see this as me introducing myself to you. Understand? In all the world, the only thing that interests me is the truth. So, what do you know about the robbery?
Good robbery.
I will ask you again. What do you know about the robbery?
I swear to God, I don't know what you're talking about. What fucking robbery?
After 35 years of dealing with animals like you, I can tell just by snuffing the air whether or not you're lying.
I'm not fucking lying. All right? I'm not fucking lying.
I know. I see nothing of interest behind the blood in your eyes. And no blood in your veins that could carry even a trace of cunning or guile. But understand that. That is well within my power to have you and the rest of your scum family face down in the canal before the year is out. On the other hand, we can help each other.
Is it always as busy on a daytime?
Nah, these boys are on the way to St Andrews.
To pray?
That'll be the day. St Andrews is a football ground. The Blues are playing. It's a forward line there, and that's the goalie, believe it or not. Hello.
I need a bottle of rum.
Grace, whatever it is, it's on the house.
A whole bottle? White or dark rum?
Don't care.
Right, lads. Will it be 2? Thank you.
Harry said it's on the house.
Are you at home? Obviously not. You're in the wrong place.
He's one of them you warned me about.
Look, Grace, you're a friendly girl, but be careful. If I say something's on the house, then say nothing to whoever you're serving. If they decide that they want you, then there's nothing anybody could do about it. Lucky for you, since he got back from France. Tommy doesn't want anybody at all.
Yes, lads.
John wiped the blood out of his eye.
Since when did you give orders?
I'm a trained nurse.
Don't make me laugh. It hurts me face.
I bloody am.
You went to one first aid class in the church hall and got thrown out for giggling?
Not before I learned how to stop somebody from choking.
I'm not bloody joking, am I?
You will be when I wrap this cloth round your neck.
Let me see him. All right, have this. Give me that.
You're all right. He said Mr. Churchill sent him to Birmingham. National interest, he said. Something about a robbery. He said he wants us to help him.
We don't help coppers.
He knew all about our war records. He said we're patriots, like him. Wants us to be his eyes and ears. I said we'd have a family meeting, take a vote. Well, why not? Well, you've no truck with Fenians or communists. What's wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with him lately?
If I knew, I'd buy the cure from Compton's chemists.
I am just a young girl. I have just come over from the country where they do things big. And amongst the boys, I've got myself a lover. And since I have a lover, I don't care a fig. The boy I love is up in the gallery. The boy I love is looking at me. Can't you see him standing there, waving his handkerchief, as merry as a robin that sings on the tree?
We haven't had singing in here since the war.
Why do you think that is, Harry?
So did Arthur say, what kind of a deal this new copper offered him?
God, but the second your balls are empty, it's back onto politics.
What did Tommy say?
He didn't say anything. You know what he's like.
Yeah, I know what he's like. Likes to take his fights onto the mud. Doesn't like to stand and wait.
You know what he'd do if he found out about us?
He could try.
Sometimes it's like you're with me just to show you can.
One day, me and Tommy will be on the same side again.
Hey, what you do? We're closed. Go home. Go home, crazy man. I say go home, crazy man. Ho detto va a casa, scemo. I said go home.
Fix mayonnaise!
Secretary of State, this is Chief Inspector Campbell.
Mr. Churchill, sir. May I say what a great honor it is to meet you?
Bit of a whistle-stop tour. Love the hat, by the way.
Thank you. It's Beaver.
So, how are you settling in?
I've set up a command network. I have agents in place across the city who will act as my eyes and ears. And I've begun to interrogate suspects vigorously.
You were in Belfast. I understand you broke a few Fenian hearts.
A rat's nest, sir.
So who do you think stole the guns? The Fenians or the communists?
If it is the IRA Fenians, I will find them and find the guns. If it is the communists, I will find them and find the guns. If it is common criminals, I will find them and find the guns. To me, there is no distinction between any of the above.
We chose you because you're effective, but remember this, Mr. Campbell. This is England, not Belfast. Bodies thrown in the rivers wash up in the papers here. We must keep the existence of these stolen guns out of the news, otherwise we're simply advertising them for sale. If there are bodies to be buried, dig holes and dig them deep. I want everything accounted for, down to the last bullet.
Uncle Charlie, a word.
Get aboard. There's no moon. We can take them out to the turning point beyond Gas Street and leave them on the bank. They'll be found by railwaymen first thing. Is that agreement?
I changed my mind.
You what?
I have an alternative strategy. Tell Curly to take her out to the old tobacco wharf. There's a lock-up mooring we used to keep cigarettes. He knows it. When the boat leaves your yard, it's no longer your concern.
Have you lost your fucking mind? Have you not seen the streets? They've sent a fucking army to find these things.
That's right. They've shown their hand.
Their hand?
If they want them back this bad, they'll have to pay. That's the way of the world. Fortune drops something valuable into your lap, you don't just dump it on the back of the cut.
Your blood, Tommy. I've always looked out for you like a dad. You're going to bring holy hell down on your head. This copper takes no prisoners.
I'm told he didn't serve. Reserved occupation.
Is it another war you're looking for, Tommy?
The Tobacco Wharf. By order of the Peaky Blinders.
possession?
I am, sir.
First impressions?
I'm quite shocked at how these people live. Have you found anything out that might help me?
I interrogated the head of the Peaky blinders. He didn't know anything. A brute.
It strikes me that it isn't Arthur who heads the Shelby family. It's the younger one, Thomas. They say he won 2 medals for gallantry in the war.
You sound fascinated.
However, my opinion has not changed. The bookmaker gangs have other business, and the communists are too weak to have planned this. I believe the guns were taken by the IRA.
You must not let your personal history cloud your judgment.
What history? That the IRA murdered my father will not affect my judgment.
If you see any guns, check the serial numbers against that list. Your father was the finest officer I ever worked with. I know he'd be very, very proud of you.
Danny, as you know, the man you killed was Italian. Those 2 men over there are his brothers. If I let the Italians do this, Danny, they'll cut off your manhood and let you drain. That's how those bastards do things. So to stop a war breaking out between us and the Italians, to save you from their barbarity, I said I would dispatch you myself. They're here to witness.
I died over there anyway, Tommy. I left my fucking brains in the mud.
You have any last requests, comrade?
You look out for my Rosie and my boys. See they get apprenticeships at the BSA factory or the Austin. And they'll make foremen. I know they will. Just ordinary. Just ordinary men. And they won't get told to do this shit. This shit that we got told to do. I suppose I ought to pray now. Those fucking guns, they blew God right out of me head. Is that bad for me?
We have to get your body out of the city, Danny. This new copper, you know.
Don't bury me anywhere there's mud, okay? Promise me. Bury me on a hill and tell Rosie where.
You're a good man and a good soldier.
Yes, Sergeant Major.
bleak midwinter.
It bloody won. Monaghan boy, bloody won!
Yeah, it won. And word will spread. So the next time we do the powder trick, it won't be just the garrison that'll bet on the horse. It'll be the whole of Small Heath. And you know what? The horse will win again. And the third time we do it, we'll have the whole of Birmingham betting on it. 1,000 quid bet on the magic horse. And that time, when we are ready, the horse will lose. Think about it.
You okay, Danny?
I'm still in shock. Are you sure this isn't heaven?
If it was heaven, what would I be doing here? Tommy wanted you to think it was real. Try and knock some sense into you.
A shell full of sheep brains, so it's pretty bad.
Ah, it was meant to.
So where are you taking me?
London. Tommy has a little job for you. Give you a chance to say thanks. You're a Peaky blinder now, Danny.
Bad week. Oh, there was no moon last night. I checked. Did you do the right thing?
Yes, I did the right thing. He's the chief inspector. I reckon it's communists he's after.
So this copper's gonna leave us alone, right?
What the
I want you to see this as me introducing myself to you.
He said Mr. Churchill sent him to Birmingham. Something about a robbery.
Thomas, you're a bookmaker. You're not a fool. You sell those guns to anyone who has use to them, you will hang.
I'm just a poor communist frog with a big mouth.
I'm with you because you're the only man around here not scared of them.
The only difference between you and me, Freddy, is that sometimes my horses stand a chance of winning.
Tommy!
You fixing races now?
I'm here about the job as a barmaid.
Are you in possession?
I am, sir.
Take a little walk to the edge of town and go across the track where the viaduct looms like a bird of doom as it shifts and cracks, where secrets lie in the border fires and the humming wire.
I thought you said we were going to the fair.
We have business first. Come on, bring your wits.
What business?
That's the Lee family.
Tommy!
Johnny Dogs.
Tommy, how the hell are you?
All the better for getting the city smoke out of me lungs.
I thought you became a bit too grand for us.
I've been busy.
I'm riding with the Lee family now.
I heard. Myself, I'd rather live among pigs.
Come on, Tommy. No disputing. So your first since France?
What do you know about France, you war-shy gypsy bastard? So this is the horse.
And that's the car.
But there won't be a single thing that you can do. He's a goat, he's a god, he's a man, he's a guru. You're one microscopic cog in
Hang on a minute.
catastrophic plan.
You're not swapping the family car for a bloody horse.
Of course we're not swapping it. Huh? That'd be mad.
We're gonna play two up. Yeah.
I knew it. See, I knew it. Tommy, you bloody idiot.
Shut up, Arthur, I won.
Right.
I promised Johnny I'd let him have a spin in the car if he lost.
All right.
You Lee boys laughing at my brother. Are ya? Hey!
Tommy! Tommy!
I asked you a question.
Tommy, come on, it's just a crack. Get your family out of here, go and enjoy yourselves at the fair before they start a war. Huh? Chiama Jor? Non si cata lingo papa si slingo, non si laccia Roma. O laccia Roma.
Yeah, but his mother's a diddy-coy whore.
We will take them before last night's beer turns to piss and wakes the devils up. We will leave no stone unturned. Every gun, every bullet will be brought to me for inspection. Now, take your positions.
Freddie.
Are you sure your brothers are at the fair?
If it was them, they wouldn't knock.
Mr. Thorne,
What is it?
the police are rounding up the communists.
Come on, Ada. If the cops find me, we're screwed. Fuck. Ada! You have to jump, Ada. I'll catch you. Come on.
Look at this. A prescription for iron tablets for Ida fucking Shelby.
Mrs. Donovan! I need that favour.
Come in and be quick.
I'm not coming in. She is.
Holy Jesus, it's the Shelby girl.
Hey, you've not seen her with me, okay, Mrs. Donovan? Just give her a cup of tea and let her stay until the police are gone.
She's the sister of those Peaky Blinder devils.
And yet, she's an angel. Come on, Ada.
What are you going to do, Freddie?
Hey, I'm gonna have to leave town for a bit.
The gentleman would take off his hat, put out his pipe. So you specials only dare come here when you know the boys are away at the fair?
You mean your nephews? Their guns and their razors? Is it them you're lighting candles for?
No. I'm lighting candles for the boys from the garrison who lost their lives in France. There's a list there. Look. Here you didn't make it to France, Inspector Campbell.
You've heard of me. I've heard of you.
Is it the Holy Grail you're looking for?
As a matter of fact, it is the Holy Grail I'm looking for. Something precious, something stolen. Perhaps you know what I'm talking about.
Sorry. Misunderstood your intention when you pushed me against the wall.
Turn the place upside down. Arthur Shelby said you people would help us.
We don't know what you've lost. How can we help you find it?
But I have found out subsequently that I was speaking to the wrong man. Next time, I want to talk to the boss. Licky Tea Rooms, Friday, 10 o'clock. And when I say the boss, I mean Thomas.
bloody hell's been going on here?
Jesus Christ.
The coppers told everyone Arthur had agreed to it when he was arrested. They said the Peaky blinders had cleared out to the fair to let them do it.
No, I never said nothing to that copper about smashing up bloody houses.
All right, which pubs do they do?
The Guns, the Chain, the Marquis, all the ones that pay you to protect them. The only one they didn't touch was the garrison. Make sure people think we were in on it. Smart as copper. So go on. Drink your beers. Get out. You better show people you're still the cocks of the walk.
And add some cash to the landlords of the pubs. Pay some veterans to fix the places up.
Boy, Nipper, give us the bag. So what about you, Tommy?
I have to go to Charlie's to stable the horse. She looked footsore in the box.
Let them see your faces. So we both know what they were looking for. You don't read the papers.
Racing papers.
So let me tell you the odds. I reckon it's 3 to 1 there'll be a revolution.
I wouldn't bet on that.
That copper's betting on it. He's not going to let it rest till he gets those guns back.
Did he talk to you, Paul?
In the church.
Did he try to find our Ada?
She was sleeping.
Where was she sleeping, Paul?
Thought you didn't care for women's business. He knows you're the boss. He wants to meet you. Will you talk to him?
Yeah. You don't parley when you're on the back foot. We'll strike a blow back first.
Fee, lad, what are you doing?
We're having a fire.
Turn both for your picture of the king.
What?
Bring it to Waterloo Lane.
Hello, Finn, lad.
All right, it's good.
Fritz, you cooking me and fish, man. Come on, Finn, keep up your way through. Come on. Come on, James, we'll do yourself a pop film now. Come on. Harry.
So come on, boys.
Lie up to God, you know what you're doing.
I'm a reporter with the Birmingham Evening Dispatch. I had a phone call. Someone called Thomas Shelby.
Come with me. Come on, folks, there's a bit of room. Tommy. Be back for us, please, folks.
You're Mr. Shelby.
All the way back, please.
I am.
You said I would be protected.
You're protected.
What's going on?
There are some things I want you to write down. Now, first of all, it's not the people around here that is loyal to the king. It's the opposite. You see, we don't want our beloved king looking down and seeing the things that have been done to us. So we are taking down his pictures.
But why are you burning them?
We went through hell for our king. Walked through the flames of war, write all this down. And now we're being attacked in our own homes. These new coppers over from Belfast, breaking into our homes and interfering with our women. We don't think our king would want to see that happening. So we are lighting fires to raise the alarm.
May I ask you, in what capacity do you speak?
No capacity. I'm an ordinary man. I won gallantry medals at the Somme. I want you to write in your paper what's going on here. Go on, go.
Come on.
There's a telephone call for you, sir, on the London line.
There is? It's almost midnight.
It's Mr. Winston Churchill, sir.
Yes, sir.
Inspector Campbell, I hear there's been a bonfire in your city.
There was a small fire reported around 9 o'clock, Watery Lane.
Certainly nothing to trouble you about, sir.
Ah, but I'm afraid it has troubled me. Half an hour ago, I received a wire communication from the editor of the Birmingham Evening Dispatch. It seems one of his reporters was invited to the fire and discovered that they were burning pictures of the king.
Of the king?
Any newspaper report which may cause embarrassment to His Majesty is always referred first and as a matter of routine to the Home Office.
I will go down there immediately and arrest those involved.
No, you most certainly will not make arrests. If there are arrests, there will be trials. If there are trials, there will be more newspaper reports, which will necessarily mention the burning of the king's likeness. I put you in Birmingham for one very specific reason. Are you any nearer to finding those stolen guns?
We are making steady progress.
We need results. Good night, Mr. Campbell.
Sir, could I at least ask?
Does this report name any of those involved?
It names a Mr. Thomas Shelby. The report mentions he's a war hero.
Good of you to join us. Where have you been all day?
In bed. Couldn't sleep. Then I couldn't wake up. Then I was cold, and then I had to go for a wee. Then I was with this bear on a boat. That was just a dream. And I was hungry. Why are you reading the paper?
Why wouldn't I be?
Well, I've never seen you read the paper. I've never seen you light fires with them.
The BSA are on strike. Miners are on strike. IRA are killing our boys. 10 a day.
What?
Stand up.
Why?
Just stand up. Side on.
What are you doing?
Ada. How late are you?
1 week. 5 weeks. 7 if you count weekends. I think it's a lack of iron. I got some tablets.
But they didn't work.
No. You can get dressed now, love. So am I or not?
Keep bloody walking, Ada. If anybody sees us here, they'll know.
I'm not getting rid of it, Pop.
Just come home and we'll talk about it.
You get off me or I'll scream it, I swear.
All right, you want to do this on the street? Let's do it. Whose is it?
If I tell you, you'll tell them and they'll cut him to pieces.
Not if he marries you, they won't. Will he marry you?
I don't know where he is.
Jesus Christ, Ada.
Look, he's gone away, but he said he'd come back.
Yeah, but they all say they'll come back.
He's not like that. He's a good man, he promised. He will come back up, Paul. I know he will.
Give me down a Spanish saddle, Joe.
Yes, Tom. Spanish side. He's a beauty, Tom. Yeah. Beautiful, yeah.
Fine beast you got there, Thomas. But is he worth falling out with the Lee family over? Just passing it on. Declaration of war. The whole Lee clan. The guns, and now this.
The guns are not spoken of. Right?
Tommy. Tommy. You mind how you speak to me?
Forgive me, Uncle.
It's Thomas Shelby against the whole bloody world, right?
In France, we used to say, shh. In France, we used to say, it's just a music hall band turning up. It's just trombones and tubas, that's all. It's just noise. It's just noise, hey? It's just noise. You get used to it. It's just noise. Good boy. Good boy.
Some pain there, boy, eh?
I'm so sorry, Mr. Shelby. I'm Grace, by the way.
I know who you are.
What's his name?
He doesn't have a name.
Poor boy deserves a name.
You have something to say to me?
The other night she came into the pub when I was singing. You said singing wasn't allowed. I'd like there to be one night a week when they're singing. I think it would be good for everyone. Saturday nights. Harry was too afraid to ask you, so...
But you're not.
I am. But I love to sing.
You sound like one of those rich girls who comes over from Dublin for the races. Do you like horses? How'd you fancy earning some extra money?
Doing what?
Do you get out a nice dress? I want to take you to the races.
Expecting now before we go into any events. Got a couple of changes coming in, John. Drop fairly down to 8. Come in, boy, yeah. Come on, you tight asses. Get your bets in now. Come in, boys, do it. Here you go, big take that to the twins, yeah? What we saying on the board? Down to 10. That's right. Doubles. Okay, Fred, Monaghan, boys. You want to push that, mate, because he's going to go even soon. Change up 35. Sun's out, lady.
Sorry, Mr. Shelby. Go on.
Boys, the jolly today.
All right, Mr. Shelby. How's it going?
Frank, how's the leg?
Good.
Drummer boys.
Nice to see you, Sam.
What is it, Fred? Runs over 8.
Morning, Charlie.
Run over 8.
All right, good, boss. How we looking?
Looking good, Tommy.
And stuff.
Tommy, They're all here for Monaghan, boy.
That's what I like to hear, Johnny boy.
And Aunt Paul wants to see you.
Tell me the man's name, Ada.
Rudolph Valentino.
Get out. All of you. Go on, now.
I said, tell me his fucking name.
Freddie fucking Thorne. Yeah, your best mate's in school, the man who saved your life in France. So go on, cut him. Cut him up and chuck him in the cut. Oi! I'm a Shelby too, you know. Put my fucking film back on.
So Monaghan boy finally lost.
Third time unlucky. We took money from all over the city.
Yeah, but you'll pay it back to people around here. Buy your popularity back.
Already done.
Taught you well. And you fixed this race without the permission of Billy Kimber?
Obviously didn't teach you well enough. Rule 1, you don't punch above your weight.
Billy Kimber is there for the taking.
Says who?
Says Tom in his Parliament of One. I ran this business for 5 years.
Yeah. Well, I was away fighting, remember? Where I learned some things, such as you strike when your enemy is weak. And I thought you came here to talk family business.
I'll deal with it. You're too busy taking over the world.
Polly, it's about Ada. I need to know.
Ada wants you to give Freddie this letter. She wants Freddie to know she's having his baby. He deserves an opportunity to do the right thing. I say we give them a chance.
For a woman who's had a hard life with men, you're still full of romance, eh? What do you think Freddie sees in our Ada?
It's Freddie's business.
No. No, I'll tell you what he sees. He sees machine guns and rifles and ammunition and some glorious revolution.
What is it you really don't like about Freddie?
Should have no life for the man on the run. If you can't see that, you can't see much.
Damn them for what they did to you in France.
Tell Ada, Freddie went to America. Oh, Russia. Paul, it'd do no good for Ada to bring a baby into the world alone. Paul, listen. The truth is, you would have hit me with that thing if it weren't for the fact that you know I'm right.
Thought I heard someone knocking. Couldn't get back to sleep.
The longer you leave it, the worse it gets. Believe me, I know. I was 16. And I didn't dare tell anyone.
Polly, Freddie will come back.
In the end, I did it myself. I did it to myself. And I almost died. And he didn't come back. They don't. Why should they? You know the words. You're a whore. Baby's a bastard. But there's no word for the man who doesn't come back. One day, on your wedding day, you'll have a good man on your arm. And you'll say, Polly, thank you for common sense. This woman's in Cardiff. We'll take the train tomorrow. Go to the castle afterwards for a treat.
I chose this place because it is outside both of our jurisdictions. Do you want tea?
Inspector, I responded to your invitation because I want us to understand each other. I'm a businessman. I want to make my business successful.
And I want my city run peacefully.
Well, if the city is peaceful, business can thrive.
So we're on the same side.
I think perhaps we could be.
Night. How can we be on the same side when I see things like this? My men found this in the bedroom of a known communist. It has your sister's name on it. It was obvious she'd been sleeping in his bed. Are you also in bed with the communists, Mr. Shelby?
I do not share their fantasy. And as for my sister, I've already dealt with the situation.
Freddie Thorne is at the very top of my list.
I'll cross him off. He won't be returning to the city. I'll make him part of our deal.
What deal?
You and your specials will leave my businesses alone from now on. No more raids into our territory, no more smashing up pubs, no more lifting my runners. You will turn a blind eye to all of my gambling operations. Also, I am planning an expansion onto the racetracks. I intend to do business with Billy Kimber. He runs most of the legal trackside betting outside of London. He has policemen on his payroll. I want you to put in a word with the Chief Inspector of Gloucestershire that his men should leave me alone when I make my move.
Forgive me, I don't seem to have a pen to write down this rather long list of demands. And what do I get in return?
I have what you're looking for. I have the guns.
What guns?
We're not here to play games.
Wait.
25 Lewis machine guns, 50 carbines, 10,000 rounds of ammunition, all in a crate bound for Libya, stolen from the BSA factory proofing bay. I'm guessing they sent you to Birmingham to get those guns back? Well, to me that hasn't. I have left word with men I trust that if I am taken into police custody for whatever reason, those guns will be shipped to Liverpool. From there, they will be sent directly to Belfast and sold to the Irish Republican Army. All your good work in Ireland will be undone. Each stolen weapon is numbered and marked. If I sell them to the IRA, it won't be long before Mr. Churchill finds out. I imagine you got into enough trouble over the burning of the King's photographs. That was just a taster. If those guns reach Belfast, your life in the force is over. When I've achieved what I've set out to achieve, I will let you know where to find the guns. You'll be a hero. You'll probably get a medal. I'm a fair man. It's a fair offer. Do we have a deal? I need an answer. Right now.
Very well. Yet I'd prefer if we don't shake hands on it.
Now, why would I shake the hand of a man who didn't even fight for his country?
Grace. I have new information. Thomas Shelby is now the beginning, the middle, and the end of your mission.
So what shall I do?
It hurts me as much as it would a father sending his own daughter into a whorehouse, but no matter how repugnant it may be, you must do everything you can to get close to him and find out where those guns are heading. Of course, when I say everything, I don't mean.
You underestimate me in every way.
Here. You are now active on a military operation on behalf of the Crown. And I wish to God circumstance hadn't chosen you.
That's what I'm trained for. I'm late for my shift.
heart is with you.
Tom! 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 You better come quick, Tom! Tom!
Kelly, tell me.
Custom.
Kelly. Shh. Kelly. Tell me, Kelly, what's wrong with yours?
You bought with the fair and bad feeling. The leaves put the bad seed in the hoof and got an old woman to put a spell.
So those Lee bastards cursed him.
Whatever it is, he says it spread to the other feet.
It's going to his heart by tomorrow, I say. Seen curses like this twice. Can't take them back, Tom. No.
I told you, Tommy. Let our enemies to have them black blood gypsies.
Get out.
Get out, Curly.
Sorry.
Brother, my cup is empty and I haven't got a penny. But if I no more whiskey, I have to go home. I am the captain of my fate, the bit, the bridle, and the thrashing cane, the stirrup, the harness, and the whip and mane, the pickled eye and the shrink and brave. Brother, buy me one more drink. Explain the nature of my pity. Let me tell you once again, I am the captain of my pain. My cup is empty and I haven't got a penny, but I find no more whiskey. I have to go home.
You're close, Mr. Shelby.
Just give me a drink.
Shall I leave you alone?
Came here for company. Where's Harry?
He took the night off. He went to the pictures. How's your beautiful horse?
I just put a bullet in his head.
Was he lame?
He looked at me the wrong way. It's not a good idea to look at Tommy Shelby the wrong way.
What a waste.
Yeah. A waste is what it is. You know, in France, I got used to seeing men die. Never got used to seeing horses die. They die badly.
I don't get her dressed like you asked. Thanks. It's Cheltenham you're talking about. Cheltenham's grand affair, is it not?
The king will be there.
King George.
No. King Billy Kimber and all his men.
What must I do?
For £2, you'll do what I ask you to do.
I want 3. If I am meeting a king, I won't be wearing a cheap dress. And I ask you to let me sing. It's part of the deal now, too.
Since when?
Since you nearly smiled. Saturday nights, open and easy. Everyone gets to sing their song just like we did in Dublin.
You never worked in Dublin. So don't lie to me. I asked around about that pub you said you used to work in. I have friends over there. No one has heard of you. My guess is you're a girl from a good family who got herself pregnant.
It's not something I want known.
And bringing a child into the world alone ruined your life. Right. So I'm right. And Polly is wrong.
Right about what?
Doesn't matter.
Looks like it matters to you.
Family business.
You won't tell anyone my secret.
Do you think I tell people things? So what do you sing?
Anything you want.
Right. Get up on a chair.
Happy or sad?
Sad.
Okay. But I warn you, I'll break your heart.
Already broken.
In a neat little town they call Belfast, apprentice to trade I was bound. Many an hour sweet happiness that I spent in that neat little town. A sad misfortune came over me, which caused me to stray from the land. Far away from my friends and relations, betrayed by the black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like diamonds. I thought her the queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band.
You okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
I think there's some more carriages over there that are going to be empty, but we... Jesus. Freddie.
You came back?
I got a tip-off.
Freddie, Tommy will kill you.
It's Tommy who tipped me off. Maybe he's got half a heart after all. Tommy got a message to me. Said get out of town. Take her with you. So, Ada Shelby. Will you marry me?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Right, get on this bloody train and get out of here. Come on, both of you.
Freddie, come on. Freddie, Cardiff's okay. Anywhere but here's okay.
We're not going anywhere, Ada. We're going to stay here. We're going to marry here. I'm not afraid of Tommy Shelby.